This is a Godin guitar. It's a Woodland Pro Folk Sunburst. Beautiful burst they did on that. I did cut a new tusk saddle and compensated it for this shorter scale. I think he said it was 24 and 5/8 or 24 and a half. Basically like a Les Paul. Very easy to play. And that is where we ended up with a compensated nut. Now these are 11 to 52 custom light strings. And this has an old B-band system in it from Finland. And I've got it plugged in. I'm going to go through a few chords. This has been Jerry's main guitar for years. Finally decided he would bring it in and get the full treatment. Initially there was a set of 12 to 53 on it. You know, I did try the 12 to 53, but I did find with the shorter scale strings, in this case a small bodied, very small neck as well, super easy to play, one of the main reasons that he got this guitar. But I did find it intonated much more accurately by dropping those strings down. You know, we're talking 1/1000th of an inch. So instead of 12 to 53, it's 11 to 52. Made a world of difference. So once again, I use diatonic tenths. As I was showing you in the last video on that Martin, the combination of a 10th and a 6th. It really is a nice guitar to play. I mean, it doesn't have a big, robust sound, but, you know, it's really meant to plug in. And that's pretty well what Jerry uses it for since he's owned it. I think the combination of the smaller neck and the shorter scale, now the slightly lighter strings, he will definitely be ready for this upcoming gig. I'm just going to play through a few more chords. Here's a little 10th exercise for you Beatle fans. You've seen me use this over and over again, but really it's kind of an infinite well of discovery and information, because essentially what you're doing is you're orchestrating on the guitar with the, we'll call this the bass note and the soprano voice. And then you could add a tenor voice, which is a 6th in this case. And any one of those voices could spread out into some type of melody line. So you get the top voice, or the bass voice, or the middle voice. Now, of course, I'm just using the middle group strings, which the 10th is formed between the 5th string for the bass and the 2nd string for the soprano voice. And then if I hop up to the next group of strings, which is the 4th and the 1st, This is also a good way to get to know the notes on the guitar. Now in this case, we're in the key of E minor or G major, so there's 1 sharp, F sharp. Those 2 keys share the same key signature. It's kind of a fun way to explore the guitar, even in the key of C, like no sharps and flats, which would be C major or A minor. You could still just hunt for all the natural alphabetical notes. So we got C on the bottom, E is our 10th on the top, and here, if we want it, our 6th, we've got an A. So C, A, E, A. I mean, even to go up the neck using these forms and call out the notes would be a good practice. So you go C, A, E, A, and then up to D, B, F, B, and then E, C, G, C, F, D, A, D, G, E, B, E, A, F, C, F. I'm kind of doing that mentally myself. I'm pointing it out for you so that for those of you who are not too sure where all the alphabetical notes are on the guitar, this is kind of a fun way to sort of discover that. There's a short form music composition lesson for those who want to sort of explore using those harmonic mechanisms of the root, 6th, and 3rd. This is the bass strings now.